Hi, Mark here again. And since my last video about vampires and other people that think that they are supernatural creatures, I have received a decent amount of comments and apparently sparked enough interest in the video that over on one of the vampire community forums there was a post about it in their bitches and rant section. So I wanted to get on here and kind of retouch a few things that have been brought up, restate, and go from there. Number one, my use of terms was not pulled out of my ass. The terms that I said that you share with role-playing or borrowed from role-playing, these were taken from sanguinarius.org. Now, granted, some of them, upon further looking, like the Long Night, does refer to the longest night of the year ceremony thing, is not necessarily a vampire term. And as I tried to clarify in the first one, but I didn't do a good job of it, I realized the term mentor is worldwide used. But I stand by the other ones, and they're on that website, and there you go. Secondly, to re-clarify, since this also came up, when I say about Therians always being wolves or other cool animals, that's not my own observation. That's an observation that I saw on YouTube, and I simply described why I think that would be the case. Namely, that no one wants to say that they have a cow spirit in them or what have you. Now, moving on to a few other things. One of the first posts on their forum was a man saying that if he could see my face in my video, he would have ripped it off. Well, as I said, my face is easily viewable in my other videos. I put my picture up on their forum, and I'm hoping that I made this video right so that my face actually does show up this time. As last time, it looked fine on my computer. I uploaded it to YouTube, and it's all dark. I've got my lamp sitting right next to the camera this time. Hopefully not a problem. Now on to some other things. One of the reasons I don't believe that you all exist, I mean, you obviously exist, but I mean, you're not supernatural, is the fact that the majority of you, for one thing, a big bulk of you seem to be teenagers, because all your stories talk about how you can't wear sunglasses in school and how hard school is. So it's like your way of finding a clique to try to fit in, to try to be cool in school, you know, to have your own thing, kind of like goths, kind of like whatever. And okay, I understand that. Everybody wants to fit in. I didn't fit in school very much. So everybody wants to find a group they can fit into. There's nothing wrong with saying you're a vampire and all this sort of thing. What's wrong with it is that when other people naysay you, you get indignant and you get pissed off. When you know deep down that they're right, because you are faking it. It is an act. It is a persona. So, no, I have no problem with it. If you want to play pretend, that's fine. But don't get indignant with people that say that you're not supernatural, because clearly you're not, and you can't prove it to anybody. You can't prove one single difference between yourself and a regular human at a doctor's or anything like that. So please, you know, accept that. Just as a thought, I want to see what you might think about this. How many congressmen or politicians in general do you believe think that they are supernatural? One of you all. How many policemen? How many doctors? How many reputable lawyers? How many astronauts? What am I saying? I'm saying that people in mature, highly successful positions that are well grounded in their self-esteem, none of them would ever be saying this. There's none of them claiming to be a vampire. Now, I'm sure you might take a chance to prove me wrong, but granted, not everybody with a doctor on their name is a reputable doctor, if you know what I'm saying. You can get the term doctor applied not as easily as you would say reverend, but I mean, there are people that are doctor that, you know. So I'm just saying, I'm going to be very skeptical about who it is you put up as, oh, well, here's proof of it, and it's some guy that got a fly-by-night psychology degree from some college that is actually in a trailer. That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying, show me someone successful, show me a millionaire who thinks he's a Therian. Show me anybody that would be considered a reputable person that is a pillar of his community and not some sort of social outcast that thinks he is. I don't think you can. This is a fringe group. This is a clique. All right, and that's fine. But like I said, don't yell at the role players. And now, if it's role players that think that they're vampires too, that's a different story. But as I said in some of my replies, it's hypocritical of you to diss on them for thinking that they're vampires for different reasons than you think you're a vampire, because you're both pretending. So I personally know I'm not a vampire. There's no such thing, and I leave that in the game. And by the way, just to throw it out there, you all keep saying Vampire the Masquerade, and that game is, it's actually Vampire the Requiem now. So, you talk about not doing your research. For the last 5 or so years, it's changed to Vampire the Requiem. Now, I personally prefer the Masquerade, but that's a totally different subject. But stay on pace. Current game is Vampire the Requiem, which is far inferior. But anyway, so I just wanted to touch on a few of the comments that have been posted out to me, and I must say I'm flattered that someone actually made a video 10 minutes long, actually 10 minutes and 1 second. I thought 10 minutes was the maximum. How'd you pull off the extra second? Congratulations. But I think it's awesome that somebody made a video talking about my video. I feel so important. No, really, I'm not being sarcastic. It's cool to me that anything I said is someone actually felt it was worth 10 minutes of their time to make a video about and upload. So right on. And this is just my return serve. And there you go. Just throwing some more stuff out there. Next video, hopefully I'll be totally off this topic and back to talking about role-playing stuff. I want to talk about power gaming and cheaters. And I'll get to that in my next video, I hope. And as a final parting word to Ajax from the Vampire Forums, here's my face. Come rip it off, son. Nah, seriously, stay in school and stay off the drugs, Ajax. Alright, good night, everybody.